I dyed my leftovers blue and my brother's tongue gave him up, so my brother Dylan moved in with me back in September. Just for a couple months, he said, till he got back on his feet after his lease fell through. I've got a 2-bedroom I pay for on a warehouse salary, and I meal prep every Sunday because I lift and because eating out on my budget is a fast way to go broke. 6 containers, chicken, rice, roasted veg, labeled with my name in Sharpie. That's my whole week. By October, food started going missing. Not all of it. Just enough that by Thursday I'd open the fridge and a container I knew I made would be gone. First time, I figured I miscounted. Second time, I asked him, Dylan, are you eating my preps? Dude, no. Why would I eat your gross diet food? Because there were 6 on Sunday and there's 3 now and it's Wednesday. Maybe you ate 2 and forgot. You're always tired. And here's the thing. He said it so easy, so bored, that I actually second-guessed myself. Maybe I did grab one after the gym half asleep. I let it go. It kept happening. And every time I brought it up, he had that same tired little sigh like I was the problem. You're seriously counting Tupperware? That's kind of sad, man. I'm counting because I can't afford to remake meals I already made. Then buy more chicken. It's not that deep. It got worse than the food, honestly. Around Thanksgiving, I found out he'd been telling our mom I was rationing him, that I'd moved him in and then acted weird about him eating anything. Mom called me and her voice was all careful like she was talking someone off a ledge. Honey, if money's tight, you can just say that. You don't have to control your brother's food. Mom, I'm not controlling anything. He's eating my meal preps and lying about it. He says you label them and get upset if he touches them, because they're mine. She went quiet in that way. That means she doesn't believe you. That's what got me. Not the missing chicken, that he'd flipped it so cleanly that our own mother thought I was starving him in my own apartment. So the next Sunday, I made 7 containers instead of 6. Same chicken, same rice. But the 7th one, I mixed a full dropper of blue food coloring into the rice till it was the color of a slushie. Then I stirred it in good so you couldn't tell from the top layer. Set it right in front. Bait. Monday it was there. Tuesday it was there. Wednesday I got home from my shift around 6 p.m. and the blue one was gone. Empty container rinsed in the sink like that made it innocent. Dylan was on the couch playing his game. Hey, I said, you eat any of my stuff today? Nope. Told you I don't touch your food. Not once? Not once. Give it a rest. I sat down across from him. Smile for me. What? Smile? Open your mouth. Why are you being weird? Open your mouth, Dylan. He rolled his eyes and opened it to shut me up and his tongue was blue. Bright cartoon, unmistakable blue. All the way back. He saw my face and closed his mouth fast. But it was too late and he knew it. That's just I had a slushie. From where? You've been home since 2, you didn't drive anywhere, and there's no cup. You don't know my whole day. I already had my phone out. I called Mom and put it on speaker and set it on the coffee table between us while it rang. Don't, he said. Come on, man, don't. She picked up. Everything okay? Mom, you're on speaker. Dylan's right here. I want you to ask him something. What's going on? Ask him what color his tongue is. There was a pause. What? I dyed one of my meal preps blue and hid it in the middle so nobody could tell. The one I've been telling him not to touch for 2 months. Dylan, open your mouth for Mom. He didn't move. Just sat there staring at the phone like it might stop existing. Dylan? Mom said, and her voice had changed. Honey, is that true? He looked at me, and for a second I thought he'd finally just copped to it. Instead, he stood up, grabbed the empty blue-stained container off the counter, and chucked it in the trash. There, he said. Now there's nothing to count. I picked my phone back up and took him off speaker. Mom's still on the line, I said, and you've still got a blue tongue.